Hello, Instagram. It's Russ again, and I know it's been a long time since I've been on Instagram TV, but Ashley Aarons got me out of retirement to talk to you about how to remove stamps from envelopes. And so I thought I would do this special shout out to her since she asked. And so I've decided to do this in two parts. The first is going to be just the traditional water-based stamp removal. We'll do that first, and then we'll do a solvent-based stamp removal on a different episode. So I thought that I would start with this one first, since it's what people are most used to doing, and that's just soaking off your stamps. I have a couple of tricks I want to share with you. First, let me just discuss with you some of the tools that I will be using. First, you're going to need some scissors. You're going to need some tweezers. These are rounded tweezers that are very common in stamp collecting. You're going to need a point tool. I just use an X-Acto blade, X-Acto knife, just in case you may need it. You're going to need some wax paper. You are going to need some blotting material. This is just a Bounty highly absorbent paper towels that I like using, and this is the pick a size, so you can just pick what size you want to use. And then you're going to get your stamps that you want to use. So I have a variety here, and I've picked these for a particular reason that I'll share with you in just a minute. The first one, these are old stamps that have, we have two types of stamps I want to talk about. Just the old-fashioned stamps that you lick, and then the self-adhesive stamps, which are the new stamps. So these are the old-fashioned stamps on a regular envelope. These are the old-fashioned stamps on a craft envelope. This is the new adhesive stamp on a regular envelope. This is the adhesive stamp on a thick envelope. And these are just some international stamps on a regular envelope. So that's what I'm going to be working with you today. And I'm going to start off with the old stamps on the envelope first. Let me get my materials in place, and then I will start. You also need a BAB, and I'll explain that to you later, BABs, and I'll explain that to you later. But my secret weapon, which is what Ashley has been asking about, is this. This is a Japanese bento food warmer. You can do a mini crock pot. You can do whatever it is that you want. This is what it looks like. I have this vented right now so it doesn't spill over. And then you just take off the lid, and this is what you have. Now, I love using this because what I do is I superheat water, and then put it in here, and this is a food warmer, and it keeps it warm. So you can do a whole bunch of stamps at the same time without having to go and replenish your water. It keeps it at a constant temperature, and it's not too hot to where you can put your finger in and work in here if you need to. So I think it's just a great tool to use, and you're not having to run, your water's not going to get cold, and actually helps the stamps sometimes remove themselves. So I'm going to put some of these in here now. This is the old-fashioned stamp, and if we're lucky, what's going to happen is that these old-fashioned stamps will remove themselves and actually will float to the top. I'm going to get a couple of these things in here working at the same time so that we will have time for multiple stamps. As you can see already, these have already removed themselves. Okay, there's that one, there's that one, and there's that one. And that's it. Then you can get rid of this backing material. You just put it to the side. Let me get some of these other things in here working. Okay, and I'm going to put this, move this up and then continue working. Okay, and then what I do with these is I simply blot them to remove the excess water. Okay, like so. And then I will put them on the wax paper. Now these have no glue on the back of them because it's been removed. And so you can just do that, put them there, and then I'm going to move this and get this out of the way. And then continue. Okay, so let's see what we have going on now. Okay, these are the ones that are the old-fashioned stamps that are on this craft paper, and that one's not quite ready yet. Now, if you turn it over, you can see when the glue has been removed. So I should be able to start peeling these off. There we go. You see? Now this still has some glue on it. I can feel the glue. Okay. And there you go. And you can see the residue of the glue there. Let me see if I can get these through. I think there's another one. And then there's that one. See, now this is what I wanted to show you. Sometimes you'll get some of this paper on the back still from the envelope, and all you have to do is very gently rub the back of the stamp with your fingers because they're still wet, and you can remove some of that excess. See that glue? You can remove some of that excess glue. Okay. There we go. Okay, now this one, as you can see, has been thoroughly wetted. Now the biggest mistake that people make is they cut too close to the stamp, I believe, and so that you can't use your tweezers. Okay, but the other big thing is that sometimes you need, there we go, this is what I was looking for. Sometimes you need that. Okay, so I am just about ready to ruin this stamp. Sometimes you can remove the paper from the back, and they're not always going to end up perfectly. So if if it doesn't work out on that particular stamp, then go on to the next one. This one doesn't seem like it wants to cooperate. Okay. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, see, I've already torn the stamp here, but I may be able to salvage this. Now some of these stamps just lose, see, I've already ruined the stamp there, but some of these stamps lose their entire backing. See, so that has been glued on so well because of the glue that they used that I wasn't able to salvage it. So that's it for step one. I'll come back and show you step two in just a second.